everybody, welcome to Spindles Workshop. My name's Louie. As you just saw in the little montage, I cut up all these strips. It was from a nice slab of cherry. It looks pretty nice. I got this one piece that has a crack in it, so I won't be able to use all of it. But I'm gonna make a segmented bowl, and I made this a while ago. If you haven't seen the video, I'll leave it up here and down below in the description. It's a nice looking ring. It's not perfect because I ran out of the right colored woods here, so the stripe kind of changes color, but I still think it's gonna look pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a ring to go on top of this, and then make a couple descending rings to go underneath, and then I got to figure out what I'm gonna do for a base. I'll probably just use a chunk of cherry and make a little base to go on there. But it should be pretty cool. Stick around and we'll get it done. I'm gonna cut various segments for various rings for this bowl. I have a video. I'll put it up here and down below in the link in the description. It's a more detailed video of how I make rings. If you have any interest, you could go take a look. But I'm just gonna cut a bunch of segments and make a bunch of rings, and I'll show you a few little clips of that, and then I'll bring you back when they're all done. So let's start the dust and fan collection, and let's get this going. Here's one of the rings. What I usually do is dry clamp it. You know, I'll check it for any gaps, see how well my miter cuts were. Sometimes I'll flip them or turn them or whatever needs to be done to get it for best results. This looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue this up. So I have a few rings glued up here. I got this one cleaned up and ready to be glued on. I'm going to glue it on, and then I'm going to shape it out and cut it about half the size. So let's get it glued up. I have this mounted up, the first ring. I don't know if I mentioned, I made this little cherry base out of a chunk. I did it off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this down, blending it all in together, and then we'll glue the next ring on. So let's get that done. So I have that first ring shaped out roughly. I have this ring cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it on. Let that dry for a while. So I totally goofed on the first couple rings. I ended up cutting them off. I made new rings. I left them full size. I cleaned up the surfaces here. I'm going to glue this ring on, and then I'll try to shape this whole thing out. So I'll go ahead and try to shape this out and see, and then make another ring for the top. So let's glue this. I have this mounted up here. I'm going to try to shape it out. I don't know if I got enough meat in here or not, but worst case scenario, we'll have a fail video. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my tool rest, and we'll start shaping this out. Alright, it's getting a little scary. It's like 140,000 in certain spots, which is what? I don't know, 11, 30 seconds or something. I still have some little corners of the segments. So what I'm going to try to do is go in there with my scraper and hopefully not hurt myself. So let's try it. Feels like I can get in there pretty good. Here goes nothing. I'm going to flatten the top here and just sand all this inside, and it's going to be good enough. And I'm going to put a ring on the top just to break up the pattern. So I'll bring you back when I'm going to put the ring on. So I had this piece of Osage orange left over. The ring was already made, so I glued that on. I'm just going to basically round that off just to put a little lip on the top of the bowl. I'm going to sand and sand and sand. Then I'll put some sanding sealer on it, and then probably use my Axe abrasive paste, polishing paste. and then I'll meet you guys at the board. All right, thank you guys if you made it this far, or if you skip forward to this part or whatever. This was a challenging project because I didn't plan it out. I just started making rings, started making a base, but overall I think it came out pretty cool. The design is not what I imagined at all, but I do like it. I love the contrast, the colors. We got cherry, maple. I'm not even sure. I have to look at the other video. I left it down in the description when I made this ring, what woods these are. This is Osage orange. It came out pretty cool. I put a little pink accent on the bottom, put my emblem on the bottom. It's got a little inclusion here. Part of it fell out. I actually like that. I think it gives it a lot more character. It is about 8 3/4. It's approximately 6 inches deep, and the overall height is about 6 and it's like 6.5. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers. Look down in the description below. I have my Facebook, my Instagram, my Etsy, my PO box is down there in case you want to send me a sticker or something. I'm satisfied with this. It's not what I imagined in the beginning, but I'm very happy with it. Thank you all so very much.